I just flew in the other day from New York. I'm super excited to be spending Christmas at my grandma's house. Unlike some of you, I am thrilled to not be spending Christmas this year in my childhood bedroom because I am terrified of those four walls. Why, you may ask? Well, because nothing completely alters a young boy's life or a sexual trajectory like hearing his father orgasm. Just imagine laying in bed one night, an already sexually confused teenager, when all of a sudden from the room above you, you hear, and I'm quoting now, "Spill, be quiet!" Like that shit changes you, okay? And I had a friend ask me once, they said, what messed you up sexually? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe it was the fact that I knew my parents' rhythm during sex. Like, I'll just be like walking along, minding my own business, and then at the worst possible time, into my head will just pop, squeak, 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 squeak. And when I would raise my concerns the next morning at breakfast, I'd say like, hey, could you two rabbits screw while I'm at school? They'd always say like, Mark, isn't it a beautiful reminder of how much your parents love each other? And I'd say, no, Mom. At best, it's a beautiful reminder to never take a day for granted, because Lord knows how long those floorboards can hold up. As you can probably imagine from Exhibit A, they are big people. But I mean, isn't that what we all want? Just like a love that's filled with so much passion that like you don't even care if you scar your kids for life. I went on a date a few months ago with this guy in New York, and we'll call him Alec because that's his name. And we met online because it's 2018, and I am constantly rocking this season's hottest accessory, crippling social anxiety. And so once we got past the like standard like small talk, he just like casually wrote, "Tell me a secret." And I assumed he was kidding, so I wrote, "I'm gay." To which he responded, "Tell me a real secret, you minx." Now, to this day, I still have no idea what a minx is, but I do know what a red flag is. So we went on a date, and now I thought I was a lot until I started dating gay men, and Alec hovered somewhere around like Liza Minnelli to like Gilbert Gottfried. And so about halfway through the date, after like a round of rapid fire questions, he leans across the table and says, in all seriousness, for a second time, "Tell me a secret." And I was like, oh, she likes secrets, okay. And so I fully intended to never see him again. Until about 2 days later, I texted him because I have no understanding of my own actions. And I just said, hey, do you want to get together tonight, talk about the Tonys and make out? Which is, hands down, the gayest text anyone has ever sent. So that night he took me to his favorite spot. It was underneath the Washington Bridge with a view of Midtown to the left, like a light rain kind of setting the mood. And he starts kissing my neck, which, when you are making out with someone who repulses you, is like having sandpaper rubbed on your eye. But, so he's kissing my neck, and then his mouth kind of finds its way right next to my ear, and he just quietly whispers, "Tell me a secret." And I was like, you want a secret? I didn't know it was physically possible for my penis to invert this far into my body. But of course, that's not what I actually said. I said, you tell me one? To which he responded, I've never wanted to stay out in the rain with anyone longer. So then I put the $1,500 worth of improv classes I have to good use and responded, same. So a couple months after that, I went on a date with another guy. We'll call him Zach, because that's his name. And he took me to my favorite restaurant, the Meatball Shop. Right, which if you haven't been, it's the kind of place where you can get a family platter of meatballs and Jell-O shots, all at Chili's prices. Because Mama is a triple B, a bougie bitch on a budget. So we go to the date, and honestly, we had such a great time. It was like 3 hours of just like staring into each other's eyes. Zach, a 100% certified Gentile, enlightened me on the anti-Semitic messages of Will and Grace, how to properly take a Jell-O shot, and then told me he had recently reread a paper of his from college and noted, wow, it really held up. So, while Zach shared his deep and interesting wisdom with me, I sat there silently eating every meatball in sight. And unfortunately, as I said before, this went on for 3 damn hours. So by the time I found my way waddling to the train, I had somehow filled my large ogre body to the brim, so much so that it was like I was like fat Matt Damon in like a really sad remake of The Bourne Identity, waking up on the C train like no idea how I got there. But my train was coming to a stop, and I thought, okay, big guy, you can do this. You're almost there. And then into my head popped, squeak, 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 squeak. And so, like the lady I am, I unzipped my designer clutch, leaned forward, vomited 3 hours worth of meatballs into the clutch, zipped it back up, and confidently walked off the train with my dignity like a bougie bitch on a budget. Thank you.